All right. Take two. Now I'm getting ready to set up my mastering bus. As with the previous videos, I told you how I got all my levels set up, all my buses, all my route channels, and all my, personal settings with the EQs for the synth and the beat, bass line, vocals, and etc. So everything has been routed to bus 7-8, input 7-8, output 910, input 910, just the regular um, interface, analog out 1 2. Same thing with the master over there, right? I'm going to open up in the harmonic channel is a J37, which is basically a tape saturator or a reel to reel, but it saturates the sound, gives it more clarity, or it can make it sound more punchy, or it can make it sound more bottom end heavy. And you just go between your tape speeds and your tape bias, which is, basically the quality of the tape. Brown is pretty much medium, a little bit more blacker is, brown is, low, medium is black, very high quality is black, as you can, So, I'm going to go through my tape speeds while playing the song and see which one I like. Also, what is important when you're doing the playback, you don't want it to red line. You can always turn it up on your master mix, and I'll show you how I'm going to turn it up. But the more that you feed, the more that the program and the plug-in has to compensate to adjust the sound right. So the less sound you got in, the more ceiling, the more room it has to breathe. Stop the music because I'm trying to talk over that. So I think I like that one better. Remember to save often. So I agree upon this tape bias, this tape formula, and this tape speed. So I got a harmonic out the way. Now I'm about to go to my dynamics and put a glue compression on this boy to make everything glued in, make it sound a little bit more solid, more whole. And I'm using the plug-in Pig Child 670. I'm gonna go to this master default, mastering glue. Like I told you, I'm about to glue all the music together and make it sit right. Just put that at 0. That's kind of right where I want it to be. Anything way over here, it's unnecessary because it's doing too much. You don't want it to do too much until the very end. So I'm done with this channel right there. Now I'm about to go to this channel or this bus. Yeah. And open up a limiter. And this is where I'm gonna get all my loudness from. Turn this release all the way up to the top. Now as you can see, This down here was in 15 range, right where I want to be. A little bit red. That's it. That's cool. That's where I want to be, and that's where I get my loudness from. After everything has been, through this tape saturator to give it a distinct sound overall. Glued the mix right here. Made it loud right here. Go to the EQ just to polish the mix out some a little bit. I already got a predestined setting that I always use for this process over here, which is a Fletchemizing curve. Did a slight adjust. Sounds right to me. All right. I'm gonna go down to the sound field and open up the center. And I'm gonna turn up the bass on the side. Well, just turn up the sides a little bit, turn up the center. 3. All right, that sounds good to me. And this also just raised up the volume just a little bit slightly, but which is okay with me. It's not, it's not, and this is at center 0. So I raised up the sides and turned up the middle some, the center, and I gave a little bit punch to the center to make those drums be a little bit more harder and put some more bass to the sides. And I'm almost done. Just got one more thing to do before I bounce this boy down, which is a dither. A dither is pretty much takes out all that. Basically, what a dither do is give the when you bouncing it down to a, even though the project is in 24 bits per second, when you bounce it down to an MP3 or a WAV file, it's always going to bounce down to a 16 bit per second. And the dither is so it can bounce clear. It just takes out all the unwanted necessary frequencies that you can't really hear and gives it an added extra white noise, which is science, music science. That's all I can tell you to the best of my ability. But always use it because the pros won't steer you wrong. And I'm ready to bounce this boy down. And that's the end of my tutorial. Not just yet though. Let me see. All right. Let me turn them vocals down some just a little bit. That's pretty much a safe bet. Yep, and I'm done with this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed and hope you learned something. Follow these steps and then put your own spice and pizzazz up on it. But this is pretty much how it's done. And I got my whole project, my whole Pro Tools session, all on one page. All my edit, all my vocals, all my track outs, all my music, and then the mastering. Instead of bouncing it down, sending it to a master house, and then they're gonna pretty much do the same process, or a little bit better, depending on what plugins and tools they got. But for your home studio, for a good to go mix on the fly, sounds right on a majority of formats, you're in there, you good to go. This has been Quincy Maz, aka Genghis Khan, YIKERS, for the Pro Tools Wave plugins mixing and mastering session with my homeboy DDP blowing bands featuring Genghis Khan. Yikers!
These 10s, 20s, 50s and 100s. Damn presidents, anything else irrelevant. Pockets fat like an elephant. These mathematical elements, the copper, Hattie, the elegance. Diamonds up against the wood, you know it's all good. Peeping through the hood, watching the TV made by Ken Wood. DVD, got my screen looking crispy clean. If you own one, then you know what I mean. I'm hearing bitches scream, cause I glisten and gleam. If you ain't all about winning, you can't be down on my team. No more triple beams and serving fiends and etc. If I catch you riding dirty with me, I'm getting prettier. How do I look in my video? Now that you see me on TV, you looking silly, ho. D-Lo the pro, y'all know I'm from Flint City, though. Bitch, me getting this money and sitting pretty, ho. I've been getting money, I need rubber bands. Rubber bands, what? I've been popping mollies, I've been eating Zans. I've been getting money, I need rubber bands. Rubber bands, what? I've been blowing loud, I've been blowing bands. Blowing bands,
Yikers! Genghis Khan, get into the moolah. Rough and strong, bitch, you know I get the Gouda. Gold chains on like I'm Rick the Ruler. Versace got me feeling stone cold, big Medusa. Living larger than life, nigga. Indecent proposing your wife. She don't even like niggas, but she still broke my dick like I'm white, nigga. Money made her change her mind for the night, nigga. She can put on the act, this ain't no casting couch. Throw my cash about, find out what that ass about. Stay with cans or with bass, don't let me pass them out. I got no time for you goofy niggas, I'm blowing bands. And your bitch is a groupie nigga, she blow the band. Keep on bitchin', while sister creature keep her motor ran. She caught the waist from the coke, it's not a soda can. Genghis Khan got the Vikings, I'm blowing